any sound for some reason
What's
coming
up,
through.
everybody? Welcome to the People's Podcast, episode 33. I'm with my friend Orbit EU here. Say hello, Orbit.
Yo, any sound for some reason
What's
coming
up,
through.
everybody? Welcome to the People's
need to mute their
Podcast,
stream.
episode 33. Oops, echo. And also with us in the stream, we have God's Disciple. Say what's up, Gods.
What's up, Gods?
And also we have from the US PlayStation server, our friend Super Patriot.
What's going on, everybody?
Yeah, someone needs to mute their stream.
Mine's on silent.
All right.
So professional.
It is.
Nice and prepared.
Balkan,
Yes,
mute your stream, mate.
it is.
Is it? Where the fuck is this sound coming from then?
You have to mute your stream from your thing, mate.
It's not me because I've got my phone plugged into my.
What for a sound do you hear?
I've got it. I can hear the whole stream.
Don't know where you're hearing that from.
So it's just you then. Maybe mute your phone. Try to mute it completely.
Okay.
You won't be able to hear us then.
Yeah.
Mute. Oh, yeah.
Can you guys hear the stream as well?
No.
because
Oh,
we
okay,
use
cool.
our-
Never mind then. Just me. Crack on.
All right. So you fucked it up, Orbit. You can talk now.
Right, okay, let's crack on then. So, let's start straight away with the good stuff. The developers did a live stream revealing episode 19. I missed that because I was training myself, so I am going to learn some stuff here. You guys watched the stream, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, Gods, why don't you tell us about episode 19? Because I don't know anything yet.
Oh, you're going to put me on the spot, are you?
Well, I had
No
to put
worries.
one of you on the spot.
Chose me. Good thing I made notes then, mate. So, I was prepared. So, in episode 19, we've obviously in episode 18, we've just had the raid and we've had the duo. Is that right? We had the duo, yeah?
No, it's Raid and Duo this time around, yeah.
Raid and duo this time around, but this time in episode 19, we are getting a solo and an alert and an elite alert. So, drum roll for the names. You ready, Orbit?
Oh, that drum roll. Yeah, go on.
So, the solo is called Deep Desires. And
Deep Desires.
Deep Desires, that's the one.
Nice.
And with this one, we are heading back to sort of like the Trigon brothers. You remember with the
James and all those guys.
yeah, that's the one. So places like the Tunnel of Lust, and for the alert,
Fucking hate the Tunnel of Lust.
I remember watching your Celestial Let's Play when you did that, and it like completely bugged out for you.
Yeah, I know. The first time I went into the Tunnel of Lust as well, I must have been running around that maze at the start for like 5-10 minutes before finding the way to go. So we're back in the Tunnel of Lust for the solo.
Yep, and for the alert, it is called the Demons, well, not the Demons Plan. Is that right? Demons Plan.
Yep. Demon's Plan.
And Super, you said to me that the alert looks awesome.
Oh yeah, the alert looks awesome. It's a new instance for one. It's taking us into Nanda Parbat, which is where Ra's al Ghul and the other League of Assassins are located at. Anybody who's watched Arrows, seen what Nanda Parbat looks like on the show at least. They did a really good job. I mean, I'm like hoping, crossing my fingers, we get this for like a lair theme or a League Hall theme someday, because It is gorgeous in there. Plus,
Yeah.
they showed off. They showed off all the new layer items and everything too.
That did look
Which
good.
which we have gotten. We have seen a couple of them with the Demon's Pit duo. But now as
The rugs and
they've added
stuff.
a bunch of they've added a bunch of new ones.
I've normally been passing on just for the marks and stuff because there's so many styles and stuff I want to complete from feats. So I've been trying to get the marks. Have you managed to have a look at any of the episode 18 base items from the duos and the new content? Have you seen any of them? The new rugs and stuff. Have you had a look?
Yeah, I've actually got a few of them in my lair.
What do they look like? They're nice.
The rugs are really nice. They're probably some of the nicest rugs I've seen. And they've got this really cool ottoman too and everything. But the things that they showed off today were just awesome. They got this huge ass bed that you can get. There's a bookshelf with actual books on it.
Oh my god!
Can I just a minute, actually? What you've said so far, it's like this is probably the nicest rug I've ever seen, and they've got some bookshelves with books on it.
It's really cool. You guys have to understand. It's like, I'm a former Sims 2 addict. I mean, I used to sit and like build houses and everything all the time on Sims. So this is like feeding my addiction.
That's awesome. Whereabouts is the alert? Do you? It's in Raja. You've told me already, haven't you?
Yeah, it's in Nanda Parbat.
So it's in the same place as the duo.
No, it's a new environment.
It's a new environment, completely new environment.
Ah, nice. Some stuff that isn't recycled. Excellent.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So to all you,
I don't
people
understand. I don't understand everybody's distaste for like reused areas and everything like that. I really don't. I mean, because you're not gonna see Batman making a brand new Batcave every time they go to show that off. I mean. Plus, I mean, they said with we might be getting more content for in Wastelands. So I mean, we'll be able to go to Gotham Wastelands again and have a reason to rather. Since that area hasn't been used in a while.
It's just for those literally those missions, isn't it? That's
it's a death map actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember spending loads of times in there though, farming all the feats and everything.
Farming raven chests. Oh man.
Yeah.
That was horrible when you open the box and you get the mark, but you want a piece, and then later the updated, hey, you get now every time a codex, and you can decide. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a bit annoying farming it, but you were in there a long time, and it is actually quite a nice little area. Like compared to obviously some of the other instances, and it would be good to be using this old area again, because otherwise it is like Orbit said, just dead space, to be honest. I don't really mind too much reusing old maps. I mean, I understand why people get upset about it. They want to see fresh new content all the time, but it's as long as the content is different and there's more of a challenge, it's all the same thing really, isn't it? No matter what the background is.
I feel it just feels more when it's recycled and you're used to the surroundings. It doesn't feel as exciting. Like when we went into the new raid and it was just everything was when towards the end and it was completely different. It was do you know what I mean? I remember you commenting saying wow, this area.
Well, I mean, how many different versions of do they have to seriously go in and make a completely new version of ranks and quad for for every time we go there? I mean, I'm pretty sure even now, even with the end of the Fight for the Light storyline about ready to end, here in a couple episodes, I'm pretty sure we'll probably have some stuff where we end up going to quad again. We'll end up going to Oa again.
Yeah.
It's not like I mean, I'm not, and don't get me wrong. I mean, I like new areas too, but Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, I mean, it makes no sense to like completely redo an area that everybody's been to before just because people don't want to have to see the same thing.
You know what what everyone will make happy? An old area, but expand Central City. That will be everyone happy with. It's too small, not much going on. I just go there, get still CC bounties, complete 1-2 a
You're
day,
still
and then
fucking
I don't.
doing that.
The thing is, the thing is, yeah, I'm
I
not
feel
really.
sorry for you.
I mean, I'm not really farming it. I mean, I go there, oh, I set all the bounties, I just see 1-2 bounties, I can't be asked. 1 month later, oh, I have to still do that feat. 1-2, you know what, I can't be asked, so.
Mate, you've got to. My biggest problem with the Central City's bounties is you couldn't fucking reset them. I would have just done them all in one day, but that's
That'll
one
be a
of,
long day. That'll be
that's
a
one
long
of the
ass
feats you've
day.
got to literally try and do every day if you're ever going to get them.
Yeah.
I'm happy to never be able to do that again, and I'm glad they won't ever bring out like complete 500 of whatever else out again. I doubt they'll do that again. Will they?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of miss the grinding.
No.
No, I kind of do. 'Cause, okay. Let me, and this is somebody who has sat there and ground out all 500 of his freaking challenges and his duos and his alerts. But I mean, I'm not saying you have to have. I'm not saying like stuff like the bounties, but I'd like to see like a 750 challenges, 750 duos, 750 alerts. I mean, because most of us probably would have hit that mark by now.
What they need to do, they could literally do this next week, is just add that into PvP maps. All of the PvP maps just raise it up.
Oh, here we go.
I know we're going back into PvP, but add it all back
No!
in there.
I wish they would too. I wish they would too. Honestly, I mean, I was one of the guys, and I'm sure you guys were too. I was one of the guys that actually did my 250 for all those feats.
Oh yeah.
And then they chopped them down to what 25 or 50 now. It's
I remember farming the moon, and nobody farmed the moon, and then they made it easier, didn't they? So,
I had my 500 moon matches done or 250 moon matches done before people had to farm it.
and that was old school moon days. That was like a long moon
The
day.
only PvP map feats that I didn't have done was like my 2v2 Legends Batcave. That was the only one I didn't have done. And me and a buddy of mine, we sat here one night and just, grinded out the last 50 of them together because we were both pretty close. But yeah, as Mep says in the chat, episode 19 looks amazing, Meps. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Is he in the chat? Is he in the chat?
Yeah, he's in the chat.
So anyway, back to episode
Meps,
19.
please add increase feats for PvP. I know you've done it with the marks of merit. You can do it. I know you can. That'll get people in. That'll get me into arenas again. Just do like 50 Shadowlands. There's not a single feat in Shadowlands, for example.
Come on, let's get back to episode 19.
Right, let's move on.
So
probably end up talking about PvP again later.
right, so we've spoke about the content. We spoke about the solo and the alerts. Now what everybody's going to want to know is the gear that's coming with episode 19. So
Hell yeah.
Tell us about it, Soups. What gear can we get from this episode?
See, this next episode is going to be, I believe it's going to be the head, hands, feet, and shoulders.
That's the ones. They also noticed in the stream. I don't think they said it actually in the stream, but they somebody, I can't remember who it was, that commented what the gear level is going to be. Oh no, they did say. Sorry, Block did say. So the green gear is going to be 129 CR. The
129.
Yeah, the vendor gear is going to be 131 CR, and the purple gear is going to be 133 CR. And also for the to enter, it's CR 134, and the recommended CR is 143. So there you go. There's the criteria to get in.
I kind of wish So the elite gear just had a little bit better stats than the normal, as well as the affinity. Speaking about gear, what were your guys' take on it?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. When I got the elite gear, I was a bit like that as well. I did when I got it. I thought it was going to be a little bit up, but at the end of the day, the elite affinities that you get, they're quite a nice little extra on their own, aren't they? So you
But
still
what they did do is change the style, so it is a different style for the elite, and the elite style is 10 times better than the original
yeah.
style, isn't it? Yeah,
Sweet.
the elite style looks cool. I'm looking forward to the hands, actually getting the hands. I think
Yeah.
it look cool because the hands is like the black hand style, isn't it? That's really cool. So
Yeah.
I'm happy that's in the next episode.
Also, you won't know this, Orbit, but
I won't. Go on.
guess what is going to make a return?
PvP.
No, mate, come on.
Give us a clue.
We are going to get the chance to
That's
get
not a clue.
another clue. Okay, right. Prime Battleground. Tell me something about Prime Battleground. Why everyone wanted to do it. What was special about it? What could you get that was special?
Gold. Gold,
baby. Gold.
They've got a legendary item in
There's
the
going to be
new
another
alert.
OP item coming
In the alert.
in the alert.
Or in the alert.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I think they should have a legendary thing with every raid, if I'm honest, that symbolises that boss. So, for example, in Kandak, you've got a Felix Faust gold item in there.
Well, you don't ask for much, do you, mate?
No, I'm just giving my opinions, like, because yeah. Do you not agree?
I don't know. I quite like it being like as rare it is as it is.
Seems quite sporadic and random.
Yeah, but I don't know. I reckon it's nice.
But yeah,
I quite like that. It would kind of take the buzz out of it if it was too frequent.
Yeah, but it's not frequent at all, mate. I haven't had one. I have never had one.
No, that's what I mean. Like if it was to be there in every raid sort of thing, then it would be quite frequent. It would take the buzz out of it. But yeah, I've never got an OP item. Anyone else?
I've gotten OP Rain on one of my alts. I've gotten the OP Neck on another alt. Meps did something with the loot for my main, where he makes sure that I don't get any of the cool stuff.
That's not very nice of him.
You just told us you got a ring. Oh no, sorry, that's in your alt.
Yeah, on my alt. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Balkan, what about you? Have you be quiet over there? Got any gold items?
Never. Just the Helm of Omnipotence in Prime
Actually, I'll tell you
Battleground
what.
on my alt, yeah.
I tell a lie. I have had one gold item. I did get the Kryptonian trinket that in the vault one time. You know,
I've gotten that like 20 times. I've gotten that piece probably 10 times more than I've gotten the sharpshooter legs from the vault.
The classic sharpshooter legs.
You farming them.
So, what else is coming with episode 19? What else? Oh, there is the That's Terrible t-shirt. That got a little bit of...
That's terrible.
Yeah.
The one of Trigun's sons,
Oh, right, okay.
I can't remember his name right now.
Is it...
He's got that t-shirt on that says "That's terrible." You know, that's going to be a collection item that you can get. I don't know. They didn't specify from a collection briefing or investigation or anything like that. Another thing, though, that we're getting, there is the actual, or they called it the proper Ra's al Ghul cape.
Yeah, that looks sweet.
The collar flipped up.
Oh, nice.
Are you going to rock that on Orbit?
No. Capes don't really go well.
Didn't you wear the old one for a little bit though? Like the not proper one. I swear I can remember seeing you wearing it.
Did I?
You look like a magician then with your hat.
Yeah. No, I did. I did have it on, and like you say, yeah, I literally look like a magician. So I look like a wizard. So I tell you what, I do have though. Speaking of styles, I've got for my tanking style the Hush jacket, which now we can get their villain items in the Prometheum lock boxes. The Hush jacket looks sick.
Yeah.
Do you know,
You know
I'm
the
glad
one.
you said that actually. Yeah, I'm glad you said that because that reminds me that.
Yeah, PvP style.
Oh, don't bring that up.
I'm actually genuinely not sorry.
Speaking of PvP, no, joking. But no, what I was going to say is the alert is going to be cross faction as well, so we can play villains. Which is gonna be good.
Nice.
Good news for villains, I suppose. Getting duped.
Yeah, I think the villains are more happy than we are. About
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay. Cool.
Finally, I can queue actually through the on duty menu and find someone. But yeah, that's good. And
Has run into that yet? Queuing in stuff.
yeah,
Does
Legends PvE, we went into a villain run of Return to Nexus. That was a bit odd, fighting against Batman.
Yeah. I've had it a couple of times in some alerts, and especially the duos.
Yeah.
what was the question?
But have you cross factioned with anybody yet?
Oh no. Well, not that I know of.
Nice to see you're paying attention.
Does it? I mean, I wouldn't know if it was, would I?
Yeah, could you be fighting sort of like hero bosses?
Yeah, Waller will come over like with Suicide Squad and PvP.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I have not paid attention. In fact, I don't think I ever just queue up for things. I normally get a group on the hero side and then queue.
So you get carried a lot.
But yeah.
just because it's easy. Like if someone's shouting for a tank for this, I don't need to sort my own group out. I just like here I am.
I mean, I know for like raids and stuff like that. I mean, I'll go LFG, for looking for people and everything like that. But duels and the alerts, I usually just freaking queue up.
Yeah.
I was doing Elite last week some point, and someone left the group, and we're trying to get someone new to fill in the space, and we accidentally, because they switched the vote yes to vote no, swap them around now, which makes it really confusing. So we all accidentally voted to allow players in, and some random guy just popped into Elite, and I'm like, who the hell queues up for Elite?
Someone that's brave, anyway.
Just pops in.
What is CR out of interest?
No, it's quite hard because it's easy to get CR up now, isn't it? 141, maybe 142.
Oh, right. Did you do
Something
it
like that.
with him?
Well, we kicked him out. Kicked him
Did
out
because horrible people.
No, it was the complete wrong role. You just dived in, which he's probably watching the stream now. That was me.
That was me. Why you do this?
No, so yeah.
By the way, guys, what do you think about Atomic? Have you tested the power?
Yes.
I thought we talked about this last week, didn't we? I mean, I switched to Atomic, so.
No, last week it hadn't been released. Remember?
Yeah, I was the only guy that plays on the test. But what is your experience with it? That is actually my question. Yeah.
I played a little bit, did some guides for my channel and stuff. I loved the PvP. I thought the PvP was very strong. There's lots of immunities and heals and shields and stuff. So survivability is all the what you've got to do these days, pretty much. Survive in time. So that's good. I didn't try the combos out in PvP. Some people were struggling with that. I didn't try top end tanking either. But combo.
I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't go the combo route in PvP.
Did you have a go?
No, I would. No, I mean, just speaking from experience, when it was, I mean, as far as I mean, I've never been one of the guys like advocate for the AMs and everything.
Yeah,
You're at least using AMs in PvP simply because they're so easily interruptible and everything like that. So yeah,
yeah,
your loadout there is pretty much what I would go with. It's, the loadout you showed everybody.
yeah. No, it's really strong. It's really good. Combo gave it to me. I'm not going to take credit for it, but it's a good loadout. But he was tanking the new what's the new grade called Blackest
Black,
Day Elite.
Blackest Day, yeah.
Blackest Day Elite, and he was finding it tricky with the combos. Um, just surviving with. He said ice was stronger, and he did switch back to ice with the top end tanking. But he said fun wise, it's really fun to play with. Have
Well,
you
I mean,
tried any?
you can't just. I mean, as much as you're relying on the combos and everything to keep your buff up and everything, you still have to block. You know, still have to block, and you still have to get your counters and everything like that. So
Hmm,
it's not one of those things where you just sit there and just combo away, and that's all you have to do.
yeah, no,
What
he's a
about
good player. He knows what he's doing.
you, Balkan? You still Atomic?
Yes, I am still Atomic. I enjoy it. Tanking wise, also, I was first time tanking with the power Blackest Day, but not Elite, and it worked in one go. I didn't die once, but yeah, when I tried Elite, it was really
Yes, he
tough.
fucking did.
I died in Elite, in Elite, in Elite. No, no, no. Normal, I haven't died, like I said, but in Elite, I
You
was
got
dying
blown
a
out
lot. I
by
was
the
dying.
ants. I remember.
Yeah, you too.
Then you got
So
blown
be
out
quiet, my
first
friend.
boss.
But yeah, it was then really hard. I mean, when I did Elite, I died quite a lot. But yeah, at the last boss fight most, just once at the beginning when I started it, I was like, what the hell I'm doing? But at the end, yeah, I really like it. DPS wise as well, it's quite powerful, I have to admit. I
Mm.
personally prefer the free PI loadout over the combo because what is kind of weird when I am on the sparing target, the combo loadout does a much more damage per second. But when I was in the raid, it was much more with the free PI. Also on the scoreboard, you could saw it. Yeah, see that.
Is that the CR of the targets though, which is doing that?
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, I tried on the sparing targets, the free PI, and then I tried the combo on the sparing target. So the damage per second was higher with the combos. So
Mm.
When I switched, because obviously Earth Earth's kind of advanced mechanic is the pets and stuff. So when I switched to Atomic and went through their advanced mechanic with the nuclear pressure stacks, I found it so easy and boring almost. It's literally click a power, 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 click a power. Like without doing anything with your weapon, you can tap triangle here and there, but I just found it very almost too easy to DPS and get huge numbers.
The only
But
thing,
I'm
go ahead.
go on.
No, the only thing I don't like about atomic DPSing compared to fire DPSing is with fire I was able to stay mobile. I'd be able to move around a little bit and all that. With you're kind of flat-footed with atomic unless you do a lot of jumping around and everything. But I don't normally do that. But with fire, it's like if a boss turned to start charging me and all that, I could still slowly walk out of his way. Uh, and still be able to do my powers and everything without having to worry about him hitting me. With atomic, it's not quite like that.
Yeah. But So how you still atomic, or did you switch? I can't remember if you switched
I'm
again
still
from
atomic. I'm still
You're still
atomic.
atomic.
You need to, like I said, you need to go back and
Yeah,
read
I
that
didn't read
chain
that
because
properly.
you're like, I said something about fire. You're like, you went back already. I'm like, no. He's like, you
Yeah.
just said you did. I'm like, no, I didn't.
Yeah, I
What
thought
are you
you said
talking
that
about?
I thought you had switched from atomic, and I'm like, you've just literally gone atomic. Yeah, I definitely read that a bit too fucking quickly. You're still loving it, yeah? Not going back to fire or staying with atomic? Atomic for life? Hashtag?
I'm probably gonna stay atomic for a while. Yeah, at least. I don't know if I'm going to completely abandon fire or not.
I reckon you'll go back to fire.
Oh, spelling mistake in there. Yeah, so guys in the stream who are watching, anybody have any questions? Has anybody got any questions that you guys would like to ask and we can discuss? Obviously, bear in mind that we're not devs, so we're not also technical advisors. So if you're
Everybody, we are not devs. That includes me.
so if your account has been banned for scamming, racism, we can't do anything about that. So sorry about that. But yeah, have you got any questions that you would like us to answer?
I have actually two questions from two Twitter users. So first is one question that is a funny question. So which asks this universe online. Orbit EU question: what is the People's Podcast? Can you answer this, Orbit?
What is the People's Podcast? Yeah, I accidentally fucking answered it directly to the on Twitter, so I quickly deleted that after God's let me know. That's
Ask
for
us
the podcast, by the way. Oh
ask
yeah.
us questions and we'll answer it in the stream. No, I'll just answer it now for you.
What is the People's Podcast? It's just basically a podcast, obviously, talking about DC Universe Online, hosted by some of the most popular DCUO YouTubers around. We're just going to talk, like you've just said, just random subjects, updates, just anything really, just a chat. It is called the People's Podcast, and what we did have is we did get like guest players on the show. I think we probably will do that again. You know, when we get to it, get some of you guys on the show with us. That's pretty much what it is, eh? If anyone want to add to that.
Yeah, I think what I've always liked about the People's Podcast is it's a very, very sort of casual podcast. It's like we discuss everything, what's going on in DC, but we have a laugh with it at the same time. It's not very regimented. It's not very, let's be very PC about it. We just talk about things, we have a laugh at the same time, and hopefully people that are watching it enjoy it as well.
Balkan, this is just to give you a rough idea of how casual we are. Balkan, 10 minutes before the show, it's like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Hey, I just want to have it perfect, I'm streaming this, that's why I'm quiet. I'm always pressing click this picture, click. Oh man, I'm really busy behind it. You can't see it. Actually, guys, just to let you know, I'm streaming it, but on Orbit's channel, so, yeah, he's lazy.
Also, before we get on to the next question, and you're wondering where these questions are coming from, the podcast has a Twitter page where you can ask us questions for next week, and we've also got a Facebook page where you can again speak to all of us. We've got access to both accounts, and we can answer your questions, or you can get in touch with us then. We'll probably have the link in the YouTube channel. Maybe Balkan, if you want to add it in just quickly there before we get on to whilst we're answering the next question, so people can follow us.
Okay, continue talking before I do this. This is
read the
No pressure.
read the next question out.
Okay, the next question is from Math Bartholomew. He asked, first, any ironic style? And second, any ideas to making light powers change so you can have different lanterns. I have actually a good idea what they could do, but I don't know if DC will do it. So, can I answer this question before you guys, please?
Yeah.
Uh,
Do you
Yeah,
think it
well,
means
okay,
do you think it means
okay.
iconic or
Yeah, I think
And
it
ironic?
means
let's say, for
iconic.
example, I mean, I think people maybe mentioned it, but I came up with that myself. Let's say, for example, why I mean that person who plays Heartlight and says I want to be a blue lantern so badly, but listen, again, a new lantern power could be maybe a lot of work for the devs. Why not bring a token out, a lantern token, for example, that is just for Heartlight users, that recolors the color from green into blue, and you pay maybe 500 station cash for a color rechange. And yeah,
May I say that again?
again,
Yeah, so I didn't quite understand what you're getting at. Say it again.
you can watch the replay on the YouTube.
Well, I can't figure expand on the question if
God.
you don't
Okay,
tell
listen,
me.
listen. Okay, again, people ask they want to be other lantern powers. They want to have a
Okay,
different color. People want to be indigo, blue, orange,
right. Yes, I
whatsoever.
understand that part.
Yeah, and I said, for example, why not bringing out a Heartlight token, which is only usable for people that are currently Heartlight as with the power they play with. And when you use that token, then it just changes the color, but everything is actually the same. This is just an idea, imagination.
That will never happen.
I know, but this is what I said. So that was the
I can
Twitter.
see why people would want that, but I don't know. Like personally, I wouldn't want to see that if I'm honest. And the reason why
I've
I wouldn't want to see that is because we've got lantern powers already, and there is a lot of lantern powers, and I don't think you want everything to be dominated by it. I think the thing is
yeah,
like
it's not lanterns online.
yeah, it's a nice idea, and people always float around the question of let us change the color of our powers, but I don't know. I don't like that idea. I just want everything to be sort of as it is, basic. Let's not overcomplicate it. If they bring out new powers, let them be separate. Don't change the color of them. But I don't know if it could be something which could be considered in the future. I probably wouldn't be too bothered if they did or didn't do that. But I quite like it as it is, to be honest. If they want to bring out like Blue Lantern powers, then bring it out separate. Don't let them change it.
Yeah. Thing is, lanterns are so popular with DC. Everyone loves the lanterns,
Yeah.
and I personally hate the lanterns.
Oh man, don't let Trex hear you say that.
I'm sorry, Drax.
There you go. Maps has just responded. Maps just said we've explored color variants for powers, but it's just not feasible with our tech. Maybe someday. Dun,
But
dun,
he
dun.
did say he did say that with he said that they couldn't release another power, and since then they have. So never say never.
That's because they found some they got some tech and all that where they were able to free up a lot of the memory on the PS3.
I've got a good idea.
Oh, here we
Max.
go. Orbit's ideas. Come on,
Here's
then.
another
Come on,
idea.
then.
Get your pencil down there. Paper and pen down there, Max.
God.
Get rid of PS3. So then you can
Oh,
get this game awesome.
oh man.
I'm not even joking. The PS3 players need to go.
They hold us back.
Oh,
Exactly.
Come
We
on.
need to. Are you disagreeing with me here?
No?
No, I'm not disagreeing with you at all.
Yeah, let's move on.
My main thing is, and if I can just talk about this, the whole lantern color thing, is I'm not that thrilled about them doing that. Not so much because I don't hate lanterns or anything like that, but I mean they've got one more lantern power to introduce as far as I'm concerned, and it's a healer power, and it needs to be blue lanterns, and that's it. And then they can call it a day.
Yeah, it's like I say, you don't want to dominate it with lantern powers, do you? And I agree. Blue Lantern is probably going to be the next one, and that should be it. You don't want to go through the whole cycle of every lantern power. There's just it's just too many. Too many.
Knighthood DCUO has asked a question. We've got a few questions to answer in the stream now. Do you think that 2 pieces of rare drops should drop in each of both content so it can give the solo duo more reasons to run? Basically saying, should the rare drops drop in the easier stuff?
No.
No.
It's
No.
too easy. It would be too easy to get your gear.
Yeah.
Too easy.
They want players. I mean, as much as I know there's a group, the whole thing with people who prefer small content over large content thing. Fact of the matter is, they want you to play the whole game, and if you want the best gear out of the game, then you need to play the whole game
And do the harder content.
Yeah.
It's all stepping stones, isn't it? You do the solo, you get your 129 gear, then you get enough marks for your vendor gear, and then you've built up enough vendor gear to complete the raid gear. It's a stepping stone system that they've got.
It's called an MMO for a reason. Massive multiplayer online. So, I mean, more people that are involved in it, the more people you play with and all that, the better your chances are of being able to accomplish that stuff.
Also, Best Healer 1 has said, can you do the new power water as a healing power? And I'm pretty sure that's planned.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's gonna be control power, guys. Joke.
To be confirmed. No, it is going to be healer power, yeah.
And he's the best healer, apparently, so I'm looking forward to his loadouts.
Yeah, get him in the raid then. Balkan.
Yes.
You've just read the link that Meps has put in the chat.
I did what?
You've just read the link that Meps put in the chat?
Yeah, about gadgets. Exactly, I read in it. There is a new update on the test server right now. I mean, it just came right now, so I can't tell a lot. But yeah, basically, gadgets got now a new, a small change actually. Something with the advanced mechanic. I'm still reading it. I can pop it in the screen, guys. Hold on, and then we can read it together. So as we speak,
reading with Balkan.
Reading with Balkan. Hold on.
We need some elevator music.
Balkan is your main still gadgets? J Recon is asking.
My main is
he's switched to Atomic now, hasn't he?
Yeah, I'm still Atomic, but I'm gonna be soon a gadgets guy again, because this is where I'm from,
All it takes is one update, and Balkan's back to gadgets.
He'll be back, of course he will be back. Although you do look like you're enjoying tanking at the moment.
I mean, I still have to do some tank feats like hard chart style or something, so I'm still on it when I have all tank feats. And when I get bored of Atomic and I really start missing more gadgets, then I will go back obviously to gadgets.
Yeah, he's farming those styles. Me and Gods were in a group with Balkan the other day, queuing for a raid, and Balkan has completed Kandak, Batcave 1, Batcave 2, Batcave 3, the Fuzzes. He just does everything.
What?
Yeah.
Guys, I had a fresh restart. I don't want to talk about why, but...
Up in the headlines format? Are you serious?
Do you know what was so annoying as well? Can you remember, obviously, before the last game update, when there was that awful sort of bug where you couldn't go over and select your role? The only way that you were able to do it was, go onto a raid that nobody had done, and then go over. So then when you go, someone like me, I got affected by it so much. So I would try and, if I couldn't get over, I'd have to go over to a raid like Kandak. And if you've got Balkan in your group, he's done every raid this week. So I'm going through each raid, Kandak. Oh, Balkan's done. Why have you done Kandak, Balkan? And it's right, okay, Batcave. Balkan, why have you done Batcave? So it's like a nightmare.
Who do you group up with to do these raids? That's my question to you, Balkan. Who's your raid team? Who's your tier 1 raid team? Because I want to know them.
I solo it.
Beast, mate.
Yo.
There is no way you are solo in contact.
Conduct,
fucking
no, I
right.
actually invite two random people. Hey, who wants to join? I'm streaming sometimes, and then people say, hey, me, and then I invite them. They just do the switches, and then I kick them out. So
Oh,
That's
that's
so
very
harsh.
nice of you.
Are you joking? You actually do that?
no, I don't kick them out. Then I just leave the group, but they're still inside, can get the loot and everything. But just yeah, I don't need them anymore. I'm thankful, yeah, but
Oh my god. I don't
You
need
are
them anymore.
ruthless, mate.
See you later.
You
I'm
are
horrible.
absolutely ruthless.
Say, hey, you want to join my chat or join my group so I can kick you out of it later.
Yeah.
Just
I don't need you anymore.
I mean, they
See you
still get the
later.
loot and everything, you know. I mean, I just need them for the switches and that's it. I mean, if they want to bring out the conduct one switch, then there's no reason to kick people out, you know. So they get all the loot. So I help people that have also low CR and have struggled finding a group. Sometimes I do a walk-in day where I help new players and not new players, pardon, and getting a bit better sometimes.
What
So
if they can't complete the content and you've just sent them in to get destroyed?
yeah, well, they come with me in, I do it, they get marks, and then, yeah, I don't know. Leave me, man. I feel like I'm in the police. Are you a cop or something, man?
Have you got that? Have you got that text on the screen yet? Oh yeah,
Yep.
you've got it.
With them.
Yes, I got it. Can you
Let's
see
go.
it? Is it
Yeah,
small,
yeah.
big?
We
Yeah,
can see
let's
it.
talk about it then.
Read some stuff out.
Okay, gadgets. Actually, they changed some things about, let's say, paralyzing dart. That is a quick what. They change the seconds. Well, you can throw the second dart after another from 1 second to 1.5 second. So that it matches now EMP pools.
Oh, the cooldown.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
there's some stuff I don't understand yet, but I'm gonna test it soon on the server. Let's say, for example, clipping your first PI application with multiple buffs before continuing with your second and third PI won't sometimes cause advanced damage to fail. I think this is a good thing. So it don't fail. And then
Nice.
nice. I was waiting for a response. I was thinking you guys gone. Okay,
I have no idea about
Uh,
gadgets. That sounds awesome, mate.
Lies. Okay, and clipping distract into a combo early won't prevent advanced mechanic damage burst from triggering later. So I think that means this is a bad thing.
Imagine what that means. No.
That's
So
a good thing. They're encouraging
yeah,
clipping,
good.
aren't they?
So like, yeah, if you clip it, it's not going to prevent the damage. So that will make it quicker for you.
See, yeah, you have better English skills like me, you know. I mean, I learn by doing, not by listening.
Out of all the people on the stream, we get Balkan to read this.
I'm
text out.
sorry. I mean, Orbit, you see it on the screen. Please rescue me. Continue.
Honestly, mate, I can't actually see it on the screen because when I play, it plays in my ear.
You want to read the next one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. You can reliably use distract or stealth to re-trigger advanced mechanic damage back to back without one interfering with the other or future PI 1-2-3 combos. I don't know what that means. Balkan?
I don't know.
Balkan, you're our gadgets expert.
I know
here.
what is gadget. No, the thing is, it's my English skills, man. It's my English skills. I'm sorry. So you can reliably. I don't know even what reliable. I can't even pronounce it. What does that word mean? You know. Sorry. This is there. There is my struggle. There it starts.
More,
you know.
more guaranteed, more likely, like without fail.
Oh, so it's better.
Oh, so you can use distract or stealth to re-trigger the damage back to back without it interfering. So if you were to use distract and stealth, it wouldn't interfere with each other. You could do it back to back, so you can just keep doing it, and it's not going to mess it up.
Yeah. See, look, you can do it as well.
Is this just a little thing that they've added on, or is this the next game update patch notes that you're reading out?
It is right now on the test server at the moment, so I think
No,
this
they
comes with
just
the
they
next
just
update.
got done doing another mid-range balancing pass over fire, quantum, and pretty sure it was gadgets. Yeah, and there was some changes they had to make in order to fix some things with
Okay.
gadgets. So
Cool.
Someone put tell Merps to redo that forum post since Balkan didn't understand it.
Nah, Maps is fine. No. Listen, Maps is fine. It is just my English skills. I mean, English
Get
is
a
my fourth
German
language, so allow me. I mean, I'm going on a test server, and then I will explain it with my noobish English. English. Oh my God, I can't even speak anymore. Skills, and then it's gonna
I'm
work. So,
laughing. I'm laughing. What Merps?
Merps.
Tell Merps to redo that forum post.
And much more, pretty much, if you use EMP pulse or paralyzing dart within 3 seconds of your third PI application attempt using distract or stealth, you'll trigger advanced damage.
Do you know what that means?
What means trigger?
Start. Like,
Uh, don't ask me what it means. I just read it, People, I think, it is actually nice explained. The thing is just, it's me, man. So next is EMP pulse may now be included in stealth loadouts, like paralyzing that. Or this is what I can explain. So when you are in stealth, you get another loadout, and you can now put EMP pulse in it. So yeah. But I don't know if that also, when you go in stealth and then you straight EMP, if that works and does a big hit, or is it going to be stealth, unstealth, and then EMP? So when it's still like that, then it's not really a point to put EMP in stealth. But when it is not like that, then it's perfect. Then it's you spare time and you're much quicker with doing damage with gadgets, which is then great. Oh, see. There was no something I could explain,
Nice, well done, mate.
Gadget seems quite a fast power anyway.
Yeah,
So that's
it's a fast power.
that
You
must
need,
be a
it
nice
breaks
little
your finger.
nice little update for him.
Although you must still attempt to apply 3 different power interaction PIs in a row, you no longer have to hit the same target or any target really to do so. Oh, this is great, because before, when I was gadgets, use the 3 PIs, when I miss one shot, for example, when there was no ad or something, or I hit the object, then the advanced mechanic died, gone. But now, so if you fail, you will still hit how good, which is great. So awesome. If
Nice
anyone
one.
have questions? No? Okay.
Let's wrap it up.
The above no target requirement also applies for conditional burning, such as from fear gas, cryofoams. So whether you really set someone burning or not, you'll get credit for doing so when you use fear gas immediately following taser pull, for example. I have no clue what it means. So next thing, increase the window of time you have to apply the next PI to allow a better chance at being able to successfully reposition or recover from a knockdown without breaking your combo and missing the final advanced mechanic damage burst. No clue.
Right, that one that one basically means, like, if you were to get interrupted, you've got more of a time to recover from being interrupted and without breaking the combo, because obviously you got to go through a combo cycle with the advanced mechanics. So it will mean, like, if you get interrupted, you won't miss. Well, you've got more of an opportunity not to miss that last big hit of damage that you get with gadgets advanced mechanics.
Awesome.
Nice.
Okay, and the last thing is EMP pulse and paralyzed that will no longer trigger combat lock spam saying you were revealed out of stealth unless you're actually in stealth when you activate them. Understand?
Yeah, sounds good.
Can you explain?
Moving on.
No, that's joking.
What we'll do is we'll include the link in the description for everybody to check it out themselves. We'll do that.
Yeah.
Maps, are you proud of me? I struggled. I gave my best.
Gadgets players will probably understand that a lot better than what we will. So, but yeah, for you gadgets players, check it out on the forums. Maps has just put a post on there. It's on the screen. You can read it there, or you can go to the forums and check it out. Well done, Balkan.
Thank you.
Proud of you.
1 house point for Balkan.
Well, Balkan.
Gryffindor.
minus 10 for not understanding it though.
Patriot is like, oh, this foreigner, man. I don't want to listen to him. My ears are bleeding. uh, yeah.
Right, so
Well, guys, you want to wrap us up, gods?
wrap us up.
Yeah,
You in a hurry to go somewhere, man?
wrap this shizzle up, manizzle. Oh, okay.
Any-
So,
I thought
Not
we
any
have
more
some more
questions?
questions.
Yeah, more
I mean, there were
questions to
so many.
answer?
Yeah, exactly. So many questions we had not answered yet. So,
oh, did we? I didn't see any questions.
so let's say, for example, what Duffy said. It's new. What do you think could be improved with electricity?
None of us here are electric, so we don't have a clue. Next.
Well,
I'm
actually,
joking. I'm joking.
I have,
I'm
hey, I
joking.
have an electric tune. Honestly, I've my experience with electric is minimal. I would say, even though I have an alt that I could get into, not end content, but I mean, I could take it into, freaking NGN and stuff. And I don't know. My main thing is like with the healing. The healing is very, it's very bursty. I mean, I think the heals. You need a little bit more range with the heals. And being able to. I'm sorry.
Seems a lot of power from.
Yeah, it just takes so much power. The DPS side of it. It's just, oh my god, it's.
It seems like
You gods, when we did that leveling up, you were electric, wasn't you?
Yeah.
So you kind of level up. What did you think when you were leveling up with it?
it seems like very power hungry for very little in response. So it feels like you're putting a lot of work into not getting very much out in return. Like we went into that when we did Kandak. Obviously, all of us were very low level. I had better healing gear than Combo, who is nature, and he just absolutely wiped the floor with me. Obviously he's nature, so he's got like the power back mechanics with Hive Mind, but it just seems like with electric at the moment, it's quite noticeably the weakest healer power that there is, electricity. So yeah, I think the heals need to either be increased, or at least like the sort of power needs to be reduced or something, because it's a lot. It's very spammy for very nothing.
Well, you Super, you said that electric was in the next kind of thing that they were working on.
Oh, I have no idea what the next powers are.
I thought you said you did know.
I hope they're next. I mean, the powers everybody's wanting next,
okay.
that I know of. At least, as far as I've seen on the posts and everything, electricity, hard light, and I think people are wanting nature also.
Yeah.
Nature does a lot of damage. I mean, I'm not trying to come down on people, advocate for nature or anything like that. But my experience is, I mean, nature in the right person's hands, I mean, just does a tremendous amount of damage.
That moves quite nicely onto sort of like the next question. Somebody asked about how hard light is in PvE, and you just mentioned then about people calling for an update on it.
Yeah.
Nate put in the chat there that to ask me about it because I changed to quantum because of it. And here's the truth, to be honest. The hard light is very, very good in PvP. Not so in PvE for the damage. I absolutely love the mechanics and the rotation that you can chain through. It's just a shame that it is lacking on the damage. And it's just one of those things. This hard light always seems to have been that power which sort of does get pushed back, and it probably gets quite a lot of criticism towards the devs about what happened to hard light in the past. And it is a very weak power in PvE, and you won't see many PvE DPSs with it. It does need a bit of attention, but
I miss the hard light clipping days.
See, I don't know, mate. I do like the mechanics of it. I just think it needs to be buffed a little bit. It needs to be more scaled. Probably the mid-range damage would probably help that as well. So, yeah, it does need a buff.
I don't miss the hard light clipping days. I mean, I know just everybody with the jump cancel and everything like that. The jump canceling was ridiculous.
It
It
was
felt
awesome,
it
man. That
was
was
it felt
skills.
so cheesy. It
it
Listen,
felt
was
so
so
cheesy.
exactly. It was so cheesy and ridiculous
nah,
the way it
jump.
was back then, man.
Now we
It's
can
like
have
Damage.
here.
There was
Now we
too much
fight.
damage with it, but in terms of playing, it was fun because you felt like you were doing stuff with just clipping through.
I
Like
know,
I
but
said, back to the
have you
time, you're
ever
just
heard
button, button,
have you
button.
ever heard have you ever heard somebody that was DPSing back then with hard light? Have you
Kaiser?
ever heard
Yeah,
them
what? And then their fingers are
with their
hurting.
controller? Heard
Yeah.
them with their controller?
It's
I
like
mean, I don't know how they I mean, how many controllers did you guys go through back then? Seriously, it was like there was like on Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi 2 or 3 or something like that. There was a little game you could play um, during the loading screens. Like one of them had Goku eating like bowls of rice, and another one was Vegeta doing push-ups and everything. And the faster you like rolled the analog sticks around, the faster Goku ate or the faster Vegeta did. Me and my son tore up some controllers back then. Just like jamming away on those freaking analogs, just tore the controllers up. And I was like, we've got to stop doing this.
Yeah. No, I agree. Something needed changing, but it was fun to play.
Yeah. You gotta admit though, it's so cheesy. It
It is
was
Yeah.
cheesy in one way, but actually, not everyone could do it. It affords skills to be that fast with the fingers, and at the end, you get rewarded for it. Let's say, for example, when you play Street Fighter, Tekken, whatsoever, when you're quick, fast with the combos, everything, you get rewarded and beats your enemies. Okay, this is DCUO, of course. I mean, I did it with gadgets, but the only thing I could really cancel was fear gas, so I couldn't, of course, stand match Hardlight. But I liked it personally, and it felt faster. I mean, now with not hating on Weapon Master, when it came, I felt so slow. And I mean, you are not allowed to clip straight Weapon Master. You have to do it in time, and yeah, that's why, yeah, I like
Also,
personally.
also the difference between being able to clip on PS3 controller and being able to clip on PC is massive. Like you watch Kaiser's videos when he was doing, and
Yeah.
his clips were just on point because he's just click a button. Like whereas on a controller, it's so much more
He plays with
so much
macro.
more fucking difficult to get that fast. He doesn't play anymore, does he?
I haven't seen him upload any content on it recently. Which is a shame. He was really good. I used to enjoy watching his Kaiser vs Kaiser videos.
They're interesting, yeah.
Yeah. Was good. So guys, I just put it in the chat. Is there any more questions before we wrap it up?
Do you think there should be a vendor where you can buy base items? I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I say absolutely. Yeah.
They put it on the-
It's called the marketplace.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's on the marketplace, isn't it?
I've got a question for you guys. I've got a question for you guys. All right, this has a little bit to do with the video I shared with you guys earlier this week.
Which video?
You know which video?
Oh, our good friend.
Yeah.
Oh yes, that one.
That one. That one that you found.
Yeah.
Wait, which one are you talking about? How many videos have you shared with us this week?
That one you found, gods, on that clown.
Oh yeah.
Dude, oh my god, it was beautiful. I sat here and listened to the whole hour. And I was like, this is awesome.
I was surprised that he didn't have that many subscribers because he was a good YouTuber, wasn't he? Interesting to. I couldn't do that. Sit there for that period of time.
He got
is a detective.
He got a new subscriber in me after watching that video.
Ah, do you mean the guy that roasted the guy for 1 hour? We don't say his name.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
I'm talking about the other video that was about PvP.
What was that?
Oh my god, seriously.
Spill the beans then, flipping heck.
Freaking, the dude was...
Godman's
yeah.
video.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, yeah. Go on. What's the question?
As you know, okay, as I would have to dare to say, more well liked YouTubers in this game than I am between the three of you. I mean, I'm not the most popular guy among PvPers. Um, do you guys? We all share the same frustration, and growing, impatience in regards to, a PvP update coming, right? Do you guys think it's, time for us to start, just cussing the devs out and throwing fits and everything to get them to fix it? Do you think that's the best course of action to go
No,
about?
no. I've always said like it's. I understand everyone's frustration with it. I'm like naturally a more PvP player than I'm PvE, but obviously with most recent times, I've gone into the PvE world more, and it is frustrating. And I think the devs know it's frustrating. But I think you summed it up perfectly in the last podcast. To be honest, Patriot, it's not a priority at the moment, and a lot of people are unhappy with it. But there's a lot of people which are happy with PvE, and I don't think if anyone starts roasting or uploading abusive videos, it's gonna make them do it anymore or make the update come any quicker. It's like it's fair enough getting like all of these like sort of like what's it called, like a poll going, and including the devs in it so that they can see the number of people that are unhappy with it and want the change. But I think all this sort of like there's a lot of negativity around at the moment. There's a lot of negativity towards DC YouTubers, the ones which are close to the devs. I know your friend Patriot, Brittany. She gets a lot of unfair abuse just because she's close to devs. You get a lot of unfair abuse, and they just pick on something else to moan on. And she said it perfectly. The community can be really toxic sometimes, and it goes too far. It does go too far with some of the things that you see her said.
The thing is, right, people's real life personalities are going to come out in their videos and how they act. It doesn't matter what the end result they're trying to get to. That's them as a person, and they won't change for that. Smile is a good example. He's just Smile, and
Yeah.
Godman is just Godman. That's what he's like.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, the dude. He actually tries to. Hey, you guys, you should have me on your podcast. I won't cuss up or swear or anything like that. I'm like, bullshit, you won't. There is no way in hell. I told him flat out, I was like, no, nope, not happening. And and just to be fair, I brought it to you guys, and you guys were all like, and I know Balkan joked about it, but I mean, it was like, but I mean, you guys even said, no.
As much as you guys don't like Godman, and I obviously you won't go on the podcast, I do find his videos enjoyable to watch. I do. But that's just me.
Yeah.
And let's move on. Let's do some other question. Enough talk about roast, Let's
Mate,
say...
you talked about your gadgets for 25 minutes.
Hey, I just want to go into the, people, the viewers, introduce them, let's see here, Naitu, DCUO
that's what we were talking. We were talking about the community. We were talking about the community.
Yeah, but not not the bad stuff, anymore.
I think the bad stuff shouldn't be ignored.
No.
It shouldn't be ignored,
it should be talked about, and people need to understand, that, I mean...
But how many times...
The devs definitely don't act well to going full on at them. You've got to just work with them.
Yeah.
But okay, can I now say the guy's question?
Yeah, go for it, mate.
Okay, thank you.
Ask the question, Balkan.
Do you think that all powers should be movable during
question,
power interactions like fire?
I know. I'm winding him up. Go on, Balkan.
I said it. If you didn't listen, not my problem. Now you can read the question.
Do you think?
I don't know what question you're talking about.
Do you think that all powers should be movable during power interactions like fire?
I would love that with Atomic, to be honest with you. I would love that with Atomic. That's the one, like I said earlier, that was the one thing I miss about being fire.
Mm.
As long as you're actually like running like munitions like you can do and actually run rather than sliding across the floor. I think that looks a bit strange. Like if you're running and jumping where you're moving, then that's okay. But like when you're in like a celestial combo and your feet are like straight and then you just move around, it looks a bit weird. Do you not think?
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
Like
Yeah, I think
if you could move, then I think you should be able to like. But I do, yeah. It
sort
makes a
of
massive
like
difference.
at the pace of like what's it called? Is it with ice where you do the like the is it called frost night? Not frost night. Arctic gust. That's one where you can move like that around, like that sort of
Yeah.
pace. I think will be good if you could move around like that when you're doing all your advanced mechanics. But yeah, not like sprinting around everywhere in your like movement mode.
Yeah, obviously. It might bring more people doing damage in flight mode if you could be more mobile. Because I pick flight when I pick my character, and one thing I wanted to do um is do damage like in the sky because it looks cool. But
Yeah.
you just can't get the same damage off in the air,
Oh
can
my
you?
God! Don't get me freaking
Oh,
started. Do not
when
get me.
when you were in the air and you used to like the back in the day when you used to charge up a fire burst. Nothing better than that. You feel like Goku doing like a Kamehameha. Yeah.
Kamehameha. That was sick, man. Always shouting it when I use the move. And then I had it with Quantum. Wow, I love that. Tachyon Blast. Was it in it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
There you go. There's another question for you, directed at you, Orbit. Read it out for us.
Why don't you read the question out to me?
Okay, Orbit, do you think the devs should make all gear able to put in shared banks so it won't be such a hassle to gear new tunes?
No, I don't. I disagree with that one. Because the amount of times you're running through your content and you get duplicates, you'd have geared alts within no time, and you can
Yeah.
buy skill points as well. You wouldn't even need to play your alts, and they'd be fully geared with all the skill points.
I wouldn't mind that as a member perk, to be honest with you.
I wouldn't mind it too when it's account bound. You can put it in
No.
the broker or trade it to other person's shared bank. And when you have it once used on an alt, for example, on the shared bank, then you can't share it again, then it's gone. And you can't maybe straight use it. So let's say I make a 32, let's get a T7 piece. No, maybe you need a CR before you can share the gear. Let's say, for example, you can first share T1 gear, then T2. And since we have now everyone max of victory, it shouldn't also go that fast, in my
Come
opinion.
on, let's not make it too easy. The only
Well,
if we were gonna bring it in, the only thing I would say is that you could buy like
Green and blue.
yeah,
Green and blue
or
stuff.
even
you
no,
still, I mean,
even just
you
buy
still have
vendor
to
gear.
not vendor gear, but like the drop gear. I mean, you still have to grind the content and get the gear, to give to your alt in the shared
Yeah,
bank.
but
But
just think of this though. You can get like a fresh 30 alt and get elite hands and just trade it over, and your combat rating on that alt will
No,
be
but that's what I
flipping.
said. You can't equip it. You need first the CR, so you need first to get through T1, T2 before you can equip the shared T7 gear or
Yeah, but then
something.
you just buy the tier one and you buy
No,
tier two.
no,
And
just for droppable, for
No.
example, like Patriot said, not for vendor gear.
okay, yeah, I guess I suppose.
I mean, because you can't sit there and say that you wouldn't want to take your new atomic tune into some of the end content here to see how it does.
Yeah, but I'd need to buy the skill points though to, and I'm not paying that much money.
I mean, personally, I would like to go, let's say, gadgets, but when I get a piece double, again, which I don't need anymore, it's always said, oh, I destroyed. I mean, I would like to give it to a tank, so I can stay with my gadget DPS, and if I play support, because I hate trolling, I prefer playing, let's say, ice tank. So that's just an example. So for some people great, for some not. I know it is going maybe fast, but maybe brings a bit more life because there is actually a bigger reason, and you have again a bit more fun leveling and all. Because not everyone does that because of the reason I'm not going through all the content. This is what always people say. But because of that, maybe it's a small push, you know. It's not a bad idea, in my opinion.
Yeah, not for newer players, but I mean, like I said, if it was like a members perk and everything, I definitely would be down for that.
Yeah, it's one of those sort of things where like I don't know, I wouldn't. For me, where I am at the moment, I wouldn't be too fussed if they did or they didn't. But yeah, for new people, it'd be amazing. It'd be good for them, and I suppose it'll give an extra reason to be a member. So a bit of extra money in the back pocket for the old DC, wouldn't it? So it's always a benefit in the long run.
There would be no need to use your ult though.
Well, you'd be
Sure,
used
there would
to
be.
it.
I mean, sure.
Just
I mean,
for-
just think though. Okay, think of it like this. Okay, you've got, say you don't have an ult, all right, but you are wanting to try out healing without specing your main into a healing power, but you want to heal the new content. So what you do is you make an ult, get to 30, and then you hand down like unattuned gear, so you can get the CR up. You buy your skill points and everything. Unlock your feats with it, and then bam, you've got a tune. Now you've got a healer that you can play with everybody else in your league.
Yeah, good for them, I guess. Like we can change roles and stuff, but I mean, like, there's no goals. There's no goals for your ult. You got all the skill points. You got the gear. Like, what does your ult have? What's the motivation for you to log on to your ult apart from just
Playing other powers.
we need a healer?
Playing other powers without having to go through the whole I get a set of healer gear for it. I've got to use power respec and
I
everything.
see where you're coming from. I do see where you're coming from. I disagree that I don't like that idea.
All right then,
But
let's
I-
leave it at that. Agree to
But I
this.
see.
Everyone
See you in the
disagrees
next
to
question.
Orbit, and
So
we're happy.
Orbit's wrong.
Yeah.
And,
There's no right and wrong to that question.
I mean, there are peoples that want to play other stuff. There is just
Yeah,
they'll just
I
use
get
one
that,
character.
actually.
I'm
I do get it.
personally,
I do want to do. Yeah.
I also play just one character actually. Maybe I'm gonna play if it will be like that the second one, but that's it. So, another questions?
Yeah. Let's take a few more questions, and I think we'll wrap it up then.
I've got like 5 questions to answer. You guys have got none. Ask us, guys, not just me.
Let
on.
Patriot read it.
Right, let me give you a question then, Gods. Do you also think it was really unfair to skip over the heal power water, which well, I'll let you answer, Gods. Quickly.
What do you mean? As in that they didn't do it now, sort of thing, or
I think he thinks that they've just skipped. They're not planning to do it. I'm not sure what that question's
No.
about.
no? I don't either.
he's talking about they went out of order with the way they did the powers this time around, because the comic was initially it was supposed to be a heal power.
Oh.
Oh, okay. That's what he's talking about.
And instead they decided to make it a tank. And I talked about this last week on here. I was kind of disappointed that it was they made Atomic a tank power and didn't keep it as a heal power. I thought it made a little bit more sense as a healing power. But
Yeah, so do I. You've changed your tune. You said that Atomic made more sense as a healing power.
Mhm.
Oh right, okay. I
Yeah,
disagree.
yeah.
Again,
I
I think
disagree as
water
well.
I think water makes sense as a healing power.
Yeah, I think water makes more sense as a healing power. But yeah, I agree. Atomic could be seen as a healing power. But if I had to put the two against each other, which I would have as a tank power, I would have had Atomic.
You got to remember that there's a lot of people saying, "Oh, ice is like water, blah blah blah." And if water was a tanking power, that's got them even more. I think that's probably one of the reasons that there's like we can't make it a tanking power.
Yeah.
we have to make it a healing power.
Those people need to get over it as well. That is
I
just,
know.
that is just
It
a
is
record
ridiculous.
just on repeat.
I mean, water feels like healing. Let's say, for example, I mean, you clean yourself with water, you drink water, which gives you again when you're thirsty, and then it makes you again like stronger. So it fits healing, you know. I mean, I'm not.
What
I'm,
are you
I mean,
drinking, mate?
No, listen.
Man.
Or let's say, I mean, for
Drinking
example,
bottled water.
Now, or let's say, for example,
will take-
you're gonna tank, not with water. I mean, you don't throw here. I throw a glass of not glass, just water in your face. Oh, look, this is nothing. I mean, this is more like healing, in my opinion.
Yeah, but
Yeah, well, you
say
what
that
about
lot
if
about
fucking
electricity. Zap heal. That doesn't make sense, really, does it? So
Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
say
you
this
can-
properly in English, man.
the heat, the
Allow me.
electricity, you can look at it like you're powering yourself up with the
well, you
healing.
just answered your own
I
question, then,
personally
don't you? It's
wanted to
superior
say
troll power, then.
electricity. Yeah, I wanted electricity always as a troll. I mean, it fits a bit more
Well,
because
yeah,
of the
yeah, it could be
easy
a
power.
patrolling power. Yeah.
But yeah, it's now a healer power.
Right, I'll ask the next question because B14 has been spamming it, so let's stop him spamming.
He's desperate for this question to be answered. It better be a good question.
Orbit E. Oh, God, it's just skipped up. Where is it? Orbit EU. Don't you think the devs should make the vendor gear lower than the duo gear because people just farm marks before the episode comes out? It just makes it a little unfair. They are almost max level first day. Does that make sense?
Well, they've got the cap on the marks now, 100 marks. So they can't get like the full set. I think I personally like the idea you can get your marks before. Like I said, it's only a cap of 100. You can get like the first little bits, as a little reward for continuing on doing the content before and continuing getting your raids done, whatever.
Yeah.
And what should make the vendor gear lower than? No, I don't think they should do that. Definitely not.
So
Because the way it would work is like you just win the duo a few times and you'd have better gear than what you'd spend all the marks on, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So yeah, and I know exactly what he's saying because like people are sort of basically getting fully geared, well not fully geared, but obviously like quite high geared on the first day of it coming out just because they've rerun the content loads. But
It's not the top gear as well. Don't forget, you've got this almost the middle gear, so you can get a couple of bits of the middle gear if you've been farming your marks. But you've still got to go into the raid and get the best gear. You can't do that on the vendor.
yeah, cool. Next question.
Let's do one more. Let's do two more. Let's do two more.
2 more questions, guys. We picked the 2 best questions. I don't speak anymore. The 2 best questions, and then we need to cut it. So,
Here's a good one
okay.
from J2K 1985. What's PvP? No, I'm joking. It's not
Long time ago, in 2011.
Gather round, children. Gather round. I'm going to tell you a story from the wars. There once was an area called Watchtower where 5 people would fight. Well, 2 groups of 5 people would fight against each other, but now it doesn't happen. That's what PvP was. Right. So next thing, PvE. Next question.
Right. Okay. Here's one. Do you think? Okay. Do you think the farm and feats for Legends PvE are too high?
Again? Sorry?
Do you think the feats in the Legends PvE are too high?
Seriously, if you're grinding to get all those Legends PvE feats done, you're crazy. Nuts. Seriously. I mean,
Especially.
I run it once a day. I try to run it once a day. Even after I get the actual instance feats done, I try to run it once a day just to, like slowly, chip away at them. But, I mean, I'm still having hit like 50 for a lot of these feats. And how many total have I run? I've run 217. So I'm still, I haven't hit 250 yet. And that's just log on, queue it up, run it, bam, I'm done. Have there been certain feats I've worked towards while I've been doing that? Yeah, I mean, I'll queue up as a certain, like if I'm like 41 or 50 for Legends of Light, I'll start queuing up as hard light, as Lantern tunes and everything to try, to get that 50. But, I mean, I don't sit here and like, I gotta get my 50 done today, and then shoot up 9 times, with a lantern. No, no, don't.
How
Once a day, folks. That's all you need to do.
out of interest, how much does it go up to? 250?
Oh, it goes up higher now. It goes up so much higher
You're
now.
joking. Well, in that case, yes, I do think it's too high.
I think
It's-
those feats are they're like the long feats, aren't they? They're the ones you're not
Those,
going to
those, those
grind
are the,
for.
yeah, those are the long grind feats that you don't sit there and make sure you run every single challenge. Tier 1 through tier freaking 4 or whatever. Get done and everything. You don't. Yeah, you don't do that with these.
Yeah.
Once a day, you're good.
I've got a
And-
side question alongside that. Who
Is it-
who enjoys Legends PvE?
I enjoy it because it's old school with no weapon mastery and stuff, but I can't enjoy it because I can make my own loadout. I have to use preset loadouts, which I can change.
All right, I'll rephrase the question. Who enjoys it after the first couple of times you run it?
I like I said, I queued up once a day. It's I queued up once a day. I mean, it's a lot better than it was when they first dropped it. I mean, we all remember when they first dropped to the South Gotham
Oh,
courthouse.
I hated that, man.
I know it was really bad. It was not fun at all. But I mean, they've toned down the difficulty on them all and everything like that. It's like they talked that they said Nexus was going to be the next one. I'm sitting here thinking it's like the hardest part about Nexus right now is the split. And when you're in a pug group and getting both sides, getting that bot burnt down at the same time.
The hardest thing about that is common sense, isn't it?
Yeah. But I mean, it's gotten a lot better. Is it as fun as it could be? Maybe not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely not day one Gotham courthouse.
No.
I said this to gods. It might have been you, or it might have been someone else. That do you know Tekken? Obviously, the Tekken games.
I think you told me this, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was you guys. Back in whatever Tekken game it was, they had obviously it's a like a 2D fighter Tekken is, and they had like almost like a Legends PvE where you could be one of the characters and like play the level through as one of them, and that was just so much fun.
Tekken 5 was it, innit?
To be honest, mate, I don't know which one it was. But you played as like Jin or whoever, and it reminds me of Legends PvE because it's like a side thing, and you go through, and that was like crazy fun. Like you were just, I don't know what the difference is, but that just seemed a lot more enjoyable to play. And I think
Yeah. Right, should we go to another question? Final one?
The final one.
We'll do one more.
Right.
If we don't answer your questions, by the way, write it in the on our on the People's Podcast Facebook or Twitter, and we'll pretty much guarantee to answer that next week. We'll do that.
Should we go for Shiesty? He's asked
Exactly.
quite a few times.
No
So-
gender change tokens. It's not going to happen.
And there you go, guys. That's the People's Podcast. No, joking.
He asked another. He's been asking questions all over the place. What was the other question he did?
Do you know what? Whilst we're
Shiesty has been
looking for it,
time out. Why?
the funniest thing that I've had is somebody asked me the other day on one of my videos when I did the bombshell hairstyle. People were saying like, "Oh, how do I get like these hairstyles for my Meltoons?" I was thinking, you want to wear Wonder Woman's hair on your Meltoon, do you? Woman's hair, and then I said that to him. He's like, "Oh yeah, that's a good point." It's like, yeah,
So he outed himself, actually. You just busted him. Okay. Good to know.
people ask a lot, don't they? For like, it's one of those questions which has been ongoing about the gender changes sort of thing, and I think it's just a bit too complicated, isn't it, to be able to do that?
I mean, the only
Yeah.
complicated thing is the styles. I mean, let's say you
Yeah.
have knee-high shoes, and then from female you go to male, and then what? You have knee-high shoes for a male. Maybe they can just remove that it doesn't display. Let's say, for example, when you have a male human skin, then when you go into, let's say, leg style, you need to put at least underwear. But when you, let's say, go Fox, Lightning, or something, and then you can remove, so you have really nothing on. So maybe they can put something like that. But I think it is really much work. And actually, why did you choose a female character and then later you want to be a male, or male and then you want to be female? I mean, you should think about it at the
I
beginning.
reckon it's more that way. I reckon probably
Yeah.
people want to go from male to female, don't they?
No.
They're like, damn, look at that ass.
Damn.
I want an ass.
Look, the Batman mask on this female. Oh, nice. Now, all right.
I think that's just you, Balkan.
Last question from Super Soldier XX99. Do you think water should be like celestial, meaning combos, I guess, combo-based power? Just going to expand on that?
I don't like combos. I like clipping.
I like combos, to be honest.
I think they try and make every power little like unique now, don't they? Which I quite like.
I think they're gonna do it like this. Like, I think maybe like with the atomic, you have more ways to tank, more ways to DPS. So maybe what is going to be like combo and free PI system. I think this is what they maybe do, just maybe a bit different, or maybe like that, you know. But yeah.
What do you reckon, Gods?
What, for water? What it should be? Like you said, I like that each power is having its own sort of mechanic, and it's a bit different. So, yeah, I mean, I like combo powers, but I wouldn't want it to be exactly like Celestial, because you want each power to be unique. You want to play it for a reason. So I'm sure they could come up with something new for it, which is along the similar sort of lines. But as long as it's not like just spam power done, spam power done.
Yeah.
As long as it's got something special in there which you can do, then yeah, that.
When they like revealing the power, they want to give us something new with the power as well, not just it's water powers. They want to say, oh, and it's a new mechanic. So I don't think it's going to be like Celestial, but I think it'll be. There'll be something in there.
I think they've got to put a lot of work into water as well.
I think water should be more of a. Not so much. I mean, maybe the combos like they do with Atomic, but a mix of like Atomic and Rage is what I would like to see.
Yeah.
With it.
Yeah.
If they
What I'm
can do
saying is
that.
they're gonna the amount of how high water has been in demand. They're gonna have to do something pretty sweet for it, I reckon. Otherwise, it's just
they're going to put a lot of work into water.
Yeah, they are. They're bound to.
I think that's why they swapped them around as well.
Imagine you can summon a dolphin with water. Oh my goodness, you can ride it. Oh no, no joke.
A couple of things here. First, Shicey, serums was a horrible power idea.
Yeah,
And that's why they're not doing it.
Just like munitions.
It was just a bad idea. B14, to answer your question, if Atomic was not interruptible, it would be ridiculously overpowered. It needs to be interruptible. It needs to be interruptible. You need to be able to get stunned. All right. It would just be ridiculous if you could not get interrupted with it.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
As the last time I answer a question that is spammed repeatedly on this show. Jesus Christ.
Bless him.
So yeah, guys, I think then that was it with the People's Podcast. That was our actually not first, but
I love that face.
Kinda since a while that we did a live stream. So I hope everyone enjoy it. Anyone else want to say something before we cut this?
If we didn't answer questions, go onto the our gods. Go onto our Facebook page or Twitter, and we'll answer it next time. I don't know, keep saying that, but make sure you go ahead and do that.
Yeah, save your questions, guys. Don't worry, we will answer them.
We'll get around to it.
Or bring them
It's the
next
People's
week to the live stream.
Podcast. For the people, right?
For the people, exactly. We do it for you, not for us. Even when Orbit gets paid at the end from YouTube. Nah, joke. And yeah.
It's
Ooh,
someone sour
slight
about
dig
that.
at the end.
And just remember, folks, because we don't come out, and rage and everything, again, with our frustrations we have with the game and all that, we do share your opinions on there. Just remember, everybody, be nice about it and all that. Don't be insulting about it, and you will be heard. And for everybody out there that can help it, I understand you guys may have, and I understand with a lot of you, I may be old enough to be your father, but you're not taking your daddy issues out on me anymore.
But you are
Damn!
called to Daddy's house.
Patriots on fire!
Damn!
Damn,
son!
boy. Someone is gonna
Shot
get
down.
fucked.
Game over.
Game over. Right.
Right, let's
Ciao, guys. Ciao, ciao.
Alright, guys, that was it. I hope you
Goodbye.
enjoyed this podcast. See ya, take care, and as always, have fun. Percy!
I was gonna do that.